Hello interwebs, Max here. Today we are going to be looking at focus and more specifically how to farm it. With the changes that just came to the focus on PC and with the changes that are going to be coming to console very soon, we're going to be needing a lot of focus because all the systems look like they have something very useful for us in terms of stat gens and stat increases for our operators. And if you haven't done the War Within or the Second Dream, there might be mild spoilers ahead here, especially for Second Dream, considering this is how you unlock this system, so you've been warned. Now, before we get back there and actually start looking at that kind of stuff, we're going to look at something called focus lenses. Focus lenses are things you install on your Warframe and your weapon. There's a symbol up in the top there beside, Equinox rank 30, and then there's a symbol. And that's what the lens is. Lenses basically channel your affinity into a focus, and you focus all your affinity into like a focus school. And there's obviously a bunch of different focus schools. The greater lenses give you obviously greater focus. You have more of your affinity goes into it, and you get a multiplier. Each school has their own perks. I can't really go through all of them because they have enough trees there where it'll take a little while. Basically the way you do it is you get kills with a weapon or a Warframe that has the focus lens that you want installed, and it gains focus as well as affinity. Until you get a glowy ball, then all of your affinity is turned into focus for a short period of time, and that's how you get quite a bit of it. So you want to be installing your lenses on Warframes that are going to be getting kills. Equinox, Ember, Mesa, Nidus, Octavia. If you're on a really low level mission, you can use Rhino for Stomp, but anything with a really high damage output, somebody like Saren is not really the best unless you're running like a Hydron mission, which is probably the best way to do this, but you're going to need a really expensive build on Saren in order to be able to get kills to farm focus. So we're looking at the focus trees here. 5 focus schools, that's not changing. What is changing is right now it's very Warframe based. Your operator has very little to do with it, but now it's changing the other way. Your operator is basically the entire focus of the schools, which makes more sense because it's your operator's focus schools. So again, as per my leveling video that I have on the channel, you're going to go to Hydron, Sedna, and DLC in there. Alright, now that we are on Hydron, like I said, you simply just want to get kills. So we're going to jump in, switch to day 1, and start getting my name ready. Now, something like Equinox is really good for this because you can line up a ton of kills really quickly. And the slash procs keep things in pretty good proximity to each other after they enter the slash. So it's really cool that you can use the lens in conjunction with that. A bunch of things grouped up, hit them with the lens, they all die, you gain affinity, focus, all that kind of stuff. Nintendo. Squirrel. So when we're going through this kind of stuff, it's not hard to do other things with it. Like, I have the Titron attached to my character right now, just kind of leveling it up on the side while I'm farming focus, because focus is my main concentration for this, because with the changes coming to it, I really want to be able to do different things and try different builds out and stuff like that. View Naru and stuff like that I haven't tried out before. Right now I'm farming specifically for Zenuric because I know I want the Zenuric tree maxed out, generally maxed out, because I've seen it in the dev builds and stuff like that, and I've seen the videos on it, and it looks really good. Energy regen is obviously something that I really need because I usually use frames that cast a lot, like Equinox or even Chroma. Realistically, if you're playing in longer missions, you need a little bit of health or energy regen, because you're going to be casting your Vex armor and your 4 a lot. And even with anything, Saren especially, you really need energy regen. But see, this thing here is the glowy ball that I was talking about earlier, and I was silly and I totally forgot about that. I'll try it again. This is the glowy ball that I was talking about earlier. It turns all of your affinity into focus. So as you can see, it's got that little I don't know, like weird circle hexagon thing up top. And as long as that's active, all the affinity gain turns into focus for the school based in the lens. So right now I have Xenuric lens on all of my two weapons that are level 30, my lens and my Equinox. So I'm only going to be getting experience for the Xenuric tree, which is exactly what I want right now. So we're going to go through the 14 seconds there, and we're just going to continue to get as many kills as we can, because every kill we get counts, and every focus point counts. 3, 2, 1. 2281 isn't bad, considering these guys are getting most of the kills for me. And my third weapon, my Archititron, that doesn't really have a lens on right now because it just reached level 30. So it's getting some of the affinity when I'm not using one of those orbs. So it's not too bad. Get another glowy bit. The best thing to do for somebody like Equinox is to get near the end of the round, and that way when the round starts you can get all the enemies kind of coming in, flooding in, and then swamp them with your 4. Okay, so we're going to finish this mission out. We're going to go to the finishing screen, and we're going to look at how much focus we got at the end of the mission. So now here at the end of the mission, we're going to be seeing how much focus we get. So as you see, we got plus 6,621 on Equinox, and we got plus 6,549 on the lens. So Xenuric is a total of 19,547. So I mean, it's not bad at 12,000, 13,000 focus. That's not a bad run. I have had a lot better, especially only running 10. I mean, I usually run for 20 to 25 when focus farming. And I usually run by myself. I just find it works better that way because I'm getting all the kills. If I am going to run with other people, I usually run with support frames like Trinity and stuff like that, and I ask them not to get kills because they're buddies of mine, and they'll just support me as I'm focus farming, and they'll just kind of hang out and get the kill experience just for being in the vicinity. And we just hang out like that for, an hour, have fun, hang out, and farm some focus. My one buddy, he is absolutely insane. He plays all the time, and he has a little over 4 or 5 million Xenuric just kind of sitting there. I think he has the tree fully maxed out. It's absolutely insane, and he uses this method all the time, but he does it with randoms all the time. That's the lowest that I will go, is going with randoms, is because usually I get lower numbers. Again, you can run with friends, you can run by yourself, you can run with randoms, however you want to do it. But I would recommend running with one or two friends in a friends only mission, and just have your buddies rotate, so who's farming the focus and then who's doing the supporting stuff. Again, I would recommend putting lenses on stuff that does damage, so Equinox, Ember, Mesa, Nidus, Octavia, stuff like that, and then weapons that do a massive AoE or can kill multiple enemies with one shot, or multiple enemies very, very quickly. Shotguns, kind of like the Vacor hack, would be a really good idea because of the Syndicate proc, the explosion. Tigress, not so much, because you're getting single point damage, but you're not doing a lot of damage over an area. Things like grenade launchers and stuff like that do a really good job too. The Toncore is pretty good, but I always ended up killing myself with that, so I don't use that anymore. I haven't used that in a long time. Things like Torrid, stuff like that will do really good, but again, the lens is my go-to because it's an absolutely amazing weapon to use, and it's cool to look at. So that's focus and how to farm it. It's a really good system, it's really cool, and I'm really looking forward to the changes, and I'm really looking forward to being able to beef up my operator, because I realize he's the child within, but even children are tankier than you. Anyway, hope to see you folks in the next one.